now have a viewer from London, England, Babak, on our independent line.
Thank you very much for taking my call. As you said, I'm calling from London. So my question is, Europe as an extension of, this is an extension of U.S. economy, yet it is not in the total conversation. Like, it's not discussed the effect of Europe going into recession, what would have what impact it would have on U.S. economy. But the other thing I'd like to mention is the problem in Europe is lack of access to cheap energy. And nobody is addressing that issue, how Europe can have access to cheap energy. Thank you very much.
The problem is Europe also wants to decarbonize, and the developed world and the Greens want to decarbonize. And if you could get all of the liquefied natural gas from the United States to Europe, it wouldn't have this impending energy crisis over the winter. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. If you want to decarbonize, that includes natural gas, which was supposed to be a gateway energy source that is less carbon intensive than burning oil or burning coal, but is not getting you to where renewables are going to get you. And that's a problem that's being faced in Germany. You've seen all sorts of mothballed coal-fired plants and nuclear power plants are being lit up again, albeit temporarily, hopefully, to get Europe to the spring. And this has caused all sorts of inflations. It shows you how complacent and dependent developed Europe had become on Russia, which turned out to not be so reliable. It got easy to think that way for 20 years ago. It's in their interest to sell us cheap natural gas, and it's our interest to kind of take it. And maybe you took your eye off the ball of energy independence. And the United States certainly felt that this time around. I mean, the last thing Joe Biden wanted to do was go to Saudi Arabia and give that fist bump to Mohammed bin Salman after you've been talking about isolating the regime there. So this remains a problem, and the longer energy prices remain high, at least, economists would tell you that would continue inducing and incenting investments in non-fossil fuel energy.
A couple of more minutes with our guest, Roben Farzad of Full Disclosure.